welcome back to the Garcia Center, and today we are starting to work on Halloween themed art projects to get ready for the season that's coming up. And our first project will be a jack-o'-lantern, which is pretty much a carved pumpkin. And for this project you'll need your black construction paper, your orange, a pencil, scissors, and glue. The first part will be to use your orange paper, and you got a large sheet, but you don't really need it. So go ahead and fold it in half, and then go ahead and cut it in half once you fold it, so you know where the lines have to cut. So now I have a cut. This paper you can put aside for a future project, or you can just free draw it if you like. Just put it to the side. And then for your next part, or to draw your jack-o'-lantern. So the first step would be to use a pencil to draw the shape of your jack-o'-lantern. Let's see, and draw it in marker so you can see a little bit better. And try to cover most of your paper as much as possible. I'm going to use pencil first. I'm just using markers so you can see it a little bit better. So I have my shape of my jack-o'-lantern. And think about the eyes, nose, and mouth. So you're only doing one side of the face. So don't worry about the other side. So let's start something easy, the eye. Do you want it rectangular? Do you want it circular? Do you want it mean? Do you want it scary? Do you want it funny? Think about how you want to do your eyes. In fact, you can even use a scratch sheet of paper to pre-draw what kind of face you want to do on your jack-o'-lantern first before you use this paper. For this purpose, I'm going to make a triangle with half a circle for the eye. And for the nose, don't draw the whole nose, draw half the nose. So I'm going to do another triangle going in like this. And for the mouth, you're drawing only half the mouth. So what do you draw on this part of the face? Once you cut it out, it's the same part of this part of the face of the jack-o'-lantern. And mine, I'm gonna make like a crooked little jagged smile. So at the end, so it looks like this, my drawing. And what you're gonna do next is grab your black paper, and with your scissors, I will need you to cut around the jack-o'-lantern, and cut around your line. And again, you don't have to trace with a marker. I just did it so you can see it better. I'm cutting my line. Like this. And with this, go ahead and put glue on your paper on the back, and try to get the edges in the middle so it sticks nice to your black paper. You can use bottle glue, and also can use, if you have stick glue, you can use that instead. And then I'm going to glue it on to one side of my black paper. In this project, we're dealing with symmetry and negative and positive space. So again, symmetry will be like the same side of the right, it's the same side, it looks the same on the left. And positive negative space pretty just means this is our jack-o'-lantern. So this is the positive space, and the background is a negative space. So once we have that, we're gonna cut our eyes and nose and mouth. And again, for the eye, you can always just cut through the paper if you want, if it's easier, that's fine. Or I can just make a slight little fold and make a little slit and cut it out that way. For this purpose, I'm just gonna cut through the paper and just cut the eye. Because again, you're gonna glue this down so it'll be nice and flat at the end anyways. So now I'm cutting my eye of my jack-o'-lantern. I'm gonna cut my nose. Then I'm gonna cut the mouth. And design a jack-o'-lantern how you want it. Again, it can be scary, it can be funny, it can be weird, could be simple, it could be complex. This one's more of a happy jack-o'-lantern. The other one was a little bit more scary. And if you feel uncomfortable making a jack-o'-lantern, you can also do a smiley face too if you like. See, now you have this part of your jack-o'-lantern. And what I'm going to do next is put glue. And I'm going to, on this orange part. And the way you cut it, and so for example, when I cut it out, right here, I glued on here. So you want your jack-o'-lantern part of orange to go on the opposite side to face like this. So I'm gonna put glue on this side. Again, cover the edges. So it stays as flat as possible on your black paper. And then line it up. Let's see. So it's about halfway. Press it down. And so now we have our second half. But now we have the details like the mouth, the nose, and the eye. I'm going to start with the mouth. So once again, once you do this, make sure it pretty much looks like the other half of your jack-o'-lantern. So I glued the mouth so it's close to the middle of the paper. And then I'm going to add the nose. Because I guess you should start with the nose and the mouth if you like, because they actually meet half and half. The eye actually has some space in between, so it's probably a little easier to get an idea where to put the eye once you put the nose and the mouth. Then I'm going to put the eye of our jack-o'-lantern. And sometimes I have paper that has some glue on it. Sometimes I flip it around and kind of just smooth it out. If you want, maybe have another piece of paper down there, maybe an old newspaper, so you want the table get dirty with glue. But at the end, you have your jack-o'-lantern. So you have the symmetry of this side being the same as this side, and you have the idea of negative positive space, and the reversal. So this concludes our project for our jack-o'-lantern project, and I'll see you next time with our new Halloween project idea. Thank you.